So I was looking through my hard drive and I found this old WAV file that we recorded back in 2013. We were trying to read a fan fiction and it is just horrible. Here it is.
Holy fuck! Another fan fiction after so long in the Bronx.
My dick.
Okay.
My brand.
My brand. Okay. We got me, which was Nicholas in the last one. In the last all of them. And I got new people here with me. We got Damon.
Heyo.
And we got Tyler. And we got Adolf. Love your song. Okay.
We are just a group. We're just a group of fucking YouTube watchers, apparently.
Wait.
Considering everything we've said so far is from YouTube.
I
know, but just think about it.
Okay. Fuck. Okay. Listen. Okay. We're gonna read a fan fiction. It's pretty well, as we can see. it's Ed, and Eddy, and it's called Ed and Eddy's Awesome Adventures. What it's called. So we're just gonna take turns reading
Nick's
this.
first thought was Bill and Ted's Excellent
That's
Adventure,
what.
which wasn't bad.
No,
Idea.
it was really good, but it just has nothing to do with fucking Bill and Ted. It sounds
Nope.
really
At all.
crazy.
Or Time Machines.
Yeah.
Or Abraham
Okay.
Lincoln.
Okay, listen. We're gonna start this. Okay, you ready? Ed and Eddy's Awesome Adventure. Okay. Eddy, Ed exclaimed as he stood over the toilet, wang in hand. Something's wrong with my pee-pee. Okay. What are you talking about, Lumpy? Replied Eddy.
Lumpy the. Okay. Well, I've never heard him call that before. But okay.
Bull crap. He always says that. Replied Eddy. As he stormed into the bathroom, nudie magazine clenched in his fist. He tucked his dong back into his diaper and and put his lotion back into the magazine cabinet.
Medicine cabinet.
Magazine.
Wait.
It's a whole collection of nudie bags.
Okay.
Which one do I use today?
Okay. My pee-pee is leaky. I thought nasty things about boobers and jelly came out of where I pee. I tried to eat it, but it was too it was too salty, so I put it back in with a syringe. What?
Great start to this.
Okay, this is
Fantastic.
this is Adolf.
Fantastic start to this.
We'll roll it up so I can see it better. Okay. Okay. Shush. Eddy rolled his eyes as he washed his wet, sticky hands in the bathroom sink. He lit a doobie and gave it to Ed to shut him up for a minute. He lit some incense and opened the bathroom window. After Eddy's second hit, Double D burst through the door, interested in what the wonderful aroma lingering in the air was. He noticed the incense sitting tranquilly on the toilet. Thank goodness Eddy wasn't here, flower jump. Thought to himself.
Get decent impersonation, okay?
I'm just, whatever. Ed thought to himself, Ed eats your flowers too often and I always fall for that trick.
We're fucking. He's like, I like to listen to Butterfucker when they're telling the story to Johnny, and while they're in the wall.
The aroma of human fertilizer mixed with the relieving smell of flowers always seemed to fool my keen sense of smell. When Double D realized that his mates were smoking pot, he was disgusted. I say, do you know what the trash... What that trash does to people? My word, it makes me angry.
Fuck, did you make him cockney?
I don't know.
Oi, governor! Where the drugs go?
Where all the other
You seem to be
drugs
smoking
going?
the wacky weed.
He stormed out of the bathroom to get the fuzz, or what is that?
Popo.
Or popo, if you will.
Okay.
Okay. Relax, suckhead. Just read. It's not that hard.
I think his brain just kind of.
Did your brain
brain fart? Brain fart. Wait. His brain's like, oh fuck. What? Oh my.
Oh god. Put the mic up. They can't hear us right there.
Read,
They
Tyler.
can't hear us
I'm
right
working.
here.
Shut
Okay,
up.
give him a break. Give him
Shut
a
up.
second. Give him a second
Okay.
to
My brain
recollect.
goes dead too fast. Leave me alone, okay?
Okay, read.
Relax, Suckhead. Just came to take a quick puff, and you'll forget this even happened. Eddie shout.
Chuckling and
Shut up.
up.
I'm more hungry than normal.
Are you even gonna be able to read?
I'm more hungry than. You want me to take over, bro?
Shut up, shut up.
Go after much.
Fucking. What?
He said he can go after much.
Okay,
We're-
this is
we
worse.
gotta hurry.
Y'all,
Shut
this is worse than the other one.
This is pretty bad.
Okay.
I must be pretty bad.
Okay.
shut. Hey. I'm more hungry than normal. I want a sausage, Ed exclaims. Eddie.
Bro, calm.
Sorry.
Okay, come on.
Eddie puts on some Marley
You know,
and got D to settle down. This is a complete unsanitary double D. Okay. This is completely unsanitary. Double D shouted in a bloodshot, drooling Ed.
in the bloodshot drooling Eddie.
Oh,
In him, fucking took his ass crack and just went, this unsanitary. That'd be funny if they actually did that, by the way.
Read it.
cool, reply Ed to Big D.
Big D. Okay. When the fuck they become fucking
It
gangbangers.
don't matter. It's fucking.
Oh.
Okay, you can read it.
Okay.
You gotta scroll down. You can't read if you go straight up.
Suddenly, Mary burst through the bathroom door, her pregnant belly jutting through her small, sweat-stained t-shirt. Even higher than Kingdom Come, Eddie could see the bulge. Damn, girl, you be fatter than my balls! The words seemed to slur out from his wet, crusty, slobbering lips. The term you're looking for is pregnant, Baldy. And it's Double D's worm that took refuge in my dirty womb, Marie shouted, annoyance obvious in her voice.
Okay. I didn't expect the damn girl to suggest that Marie was pregnant.
Damn girl, you.
What is this story even about?
It's
I don't know.
I'm just trying to shock her, like fucking fuck her child.
Okay. Eddie and Ed attempted to look at each other in disbelief, but instead dumped in each other's laps.
Why do you get all the cool ones?
Eddie breathed in deep and blew smoke out of his nose like a dragon. She's so knocked up. He pooped in his pal's lap. Big deal. Yo, you didn't know you're such a big fan of dick?
Family shit comes.
Family.
Hello? Ding dong. Okay.
This is a good idea for a family.
Well, of course, it's a big deal, Eddie. I impregnated poor Marie with an adolescent seed and will soon have offspring. Plus, the doc said that she's going to have to deliver the baby via belly button instead of vagina
Okay.
because we're so young and wanted to teach us a lesson and make sure we never do this again. What?
Okay.
What?
How could I have been so foolish? I let the beast loose in its cage and now I jizzed in her belly button.
Wait. What?
No.
Where?
And now I have a very great responsibility, Double D said, his face flushed.
Periods are cool, Ed shouted.
No, you gotta do it in his voice.
I don't. Which one's Ed?
Periods are cool.
Butter toast.
This entire episode.
Periods are cool. Is that really appropriate, Ed? Women have a really tough time. They're the ones who go through the pain, Double D said scornfully at the Ed. Ed stuck his finger up one of his nose and chuckled. I think my head is empty, Double D. And I can see where it went. Oh, dear. He covered his eyes before they wandered to Ed's nether regions. What? That does not...
Right here.
It's a very short one, so it should be.
Shut up. God, I hate y'all. I hate reading.
He's gonna gonna hate life once this goes to YouTube. I'm just saying. Just
read. Just read.
But
It
you
takes
have to
you the
push
longest.
Shut up, David. Shut up.
Stop fucking fondling me.
Okay.
Eddie laughed. Of course it's empty of brains. And blood, Double D added. Eddie stared at Marie impregnated guts with wonder. Hey, you get peeing at eyes of... I want to headbutt my keyboard.
No, it's a clicker.
I know, it'll click. It'll be too loud in the recording.
People be like, what the fuck is that? Oh, it's a fucking clicker.
Okay.
Love it on clicker. Oh. Okay, come on, bro. One more paragraph.
Okay.
One more little freaking sentence.
Hey, you get peeing off your... Pete, shut up. Y'all laugh make me jump.
Okay, calm down.
Get your peep eye off Mary. Double D crossed his arms. I expected more mature responsibility and situation for... Fucking shut up. Responses to the situation from you two. I obviously thought incorrectly the outcome of the actions and showing you Murray.
We're gonna have to
Murray Brown. Murray Brown's pregnant, guys.
Nick, we're gonna have to add subtitles.
Yeah.
Okay. Will you just fucking...
Okay. Okay. Ouch! Marie slouched over as the monster baby in her stretched vagina kicked at her stomach. Get this thing out of me!
That reminds you like the movie Prometheus.
Get it out!
She punched at her stomach. Relax in there. D. Dizzle looked worriedly at her lover. You'll be alright. Oh dear, I feel woozy. Ed proceeded to punch Marie in the stomach as hard as he could. She did it. So I did too. Ed said calmly. After blood dripped out of her popped-out belly button, he was content and stopped punching her.
Jesus. God, turn it like a freaking...
In theaters this fall, Cock Puncher.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
Calm down, dude.
Sorry, his
You thought belly punching was good. Now we have Cock Puncher.
This is like turning into a freaking... Oh, what is it called? A creepy pasta story.
No.
Kinda, yeah.
No. Okay. Double D's heart raced when he realized Eddie was missing from the room, and so it seemed. Oh dear, where's Eddie? The D-man said, biting his nail and worry over his high friend. Ed laughed easily. Silly double diarrhea. He's stuffed in the toilet. What? What's he doing in the toilet? Oh my gosh.
Oh, no.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, God, Jesus Christ.
God, where's my heart?
Oh, shit. We take way too
Wait, okay, who's speaking? Okay. Is that Ed saying that? Yeah, he said he needed privacy. But usually he's okay with doing that sort of thing in front of his friends. Ed said as he used it unibrow to floss his teeth.
Okay.
Whatever.
It's the fact that we just kind of went silent listening to the story.
I want to know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, exactly.
While Double D wondered how he was able to do such a feat, Eddie lifted the toilet seat and crawled out of the toilet, a puff of smoke escaping with him.
Oh no, look at this shit. Screen it forward for me. I can't. Okay, yeah, you can right there. See the little plus sign there?
He
Gotta
wants
just
you to zoom it.
zoom it. Shit. Okay.
Maybe.
Because, he's fucking 80 years old.
Shut up.
And,
Okay, help me read the fuck off. I can't read. I have special eyes.
I have special eyes.
My brand.
Do we have to get you a brand, Tyler?
My eyes are special. 1-800 content.
Yeah, fucking. Sorry, guys. We're going to have to wait about a week or two for Tyler to get his eyes. Sorry, guys.
Okay. Hey, well, shut the fuck up, David.
To get his eyes, yeah. We got to switch out the special eyes.
the story.
Join me, lady. The water fine. He said, mouthful of urine.
Okay.
Of urine.
Okay.
He all suddenly fell into the ground like a rag doll flopping around on a
Porcelain.
porcelain tile on the floor like a fish out of water. He tended junk hanging out of it diaper, which now has soggy and bread soaked in water. The outlines of the extremely huge bush would now very.
Is it bad that I'm imagining this? Like, I can seriously see
God,
them
it's
making
in my
episode.
head.
I can see them making
In
episode.
my head.
Okay.
terrible.
Well, you got
Keep
2 more
reading.
sentences.
Do you not want to read and just laugh along?
Mary
Make
gagged.
jokes, bro.
It is what you nincompoop do at your free time. Double D smiled nervously. I guess you can say that. He laughs sheepishly at his lover.
Yeah, thanks for spitting on me. Yeah, I really enjoy it. I really like saliva on my face.
I didn't even do that one.
Yeah,
Cause
okay.
you know he fucking
Yeah, okay, thanks. I mean, Venusaur.
fucking
Venusaur.
fucking wet diarrhea coming out of his mouth.
Let's say fucking saliva. I mean Venusaur.
Okay. Oh, gotta get my composure back. Okay.
I didn't say I didn't like it, she said. She began to walk towards them to expect a joint when all of a sudden, her belly burst. A hand jerked out of her belly button and grabbed her arm. It's fucking Chucky, maybe. She suddenly screamed in fear as a head proceeded to pop out of her gut with a snake-like tongue and a fiery look in its demonic eyes. Oh no, Satan! Feed me! The spawn of Satan. Oh, hey, it's Satan. I should be like, fucking, feed me. Feed me! Feed me! Said with a mouth full of placenta. It then spit at its juvenile mother.
Jesus, it's like every single time you read it, like it's demonic or something.
Satan.
Dude, we need to do Leo, like a Leo and Satan whenever the baby talks.
Get a break.
Double D's face lit up with joy. Oh my goodness gosh. This is the most glorious thing my eyes have ever had the pleasure of seeing. It's a marvel of science. Yeah, I bet it is. Fucking placenta spitting for the win. Marie looked at her gentleman lover in disbelief. Not only was his statement very unnecessary for the moment,
Fucking a guy with Tourette syndrome. God.
but his sladoodle was a very erect as a skyscraper.
Where are you with William Shatner? Fucking
Captain's log. Not only
What?
God! Oh no.
Not only was his, but to her displeasure, she saw the other Ed boys
Ed boys.
had visited by the woods fairly.
By the wood. Okay.
Yeah, that's what it said.
I may have to use that a little.
Visited by the wood fairy because their penises were erect. No.
If there was a censor, if there was a censor here, this would not even be on YouTube at all.
Scroll down a little bit. Let me see my paragraph.
Oh no.
Why don't we let somebody else read that? I don't know. Okay.
I got this.
Or something like that, because like we.
It's like diarrhea coming out of his mouth.
Okay, enough spit everywhere.
Okay.
I got some of my fucking
Jesus
mouth.
Christ!
That's fucking disgusting. Sorry.
Who the fuck did that? It stinks!
Damn it! Did you shit your pants? Go to the bathroom.
Okay. Get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
I don't think we
Now let me try to
Shouldn't
read
be
this.
Part 1 and then Eddy, not get the fuck out of my room.
Next time on Game Grumps. Next time on Fan Fictions Galore. Okay, anyway. Ed chuckled. This feels funny. Okay. What? Oh, shut up. Hiccup. Double lumpy? Eddy said as vomit squeezed between his clenching teeth. His nipples spontaneously began to bleed pussy blood, veins popping from his head to his bowels. As his bowels gave away and dropped a sloppy load on the once white floor.
Okay.
is this? Why does this keep happening?
The fuck? Did the room just turn into a microwave or fucking basically exploded?
Let me get myself up in here.
Oh, shut up. Fucking exploded.
Mary Brown here, ready.
It's my persona, damn it.
Did you just say the N-word?
No, he said Mary
No,
Brown.
why would I say the N word?
Don't say the
What?
N-word.
I would just say ninja is completely out of the area. No, totally.
Ninjas, Niger.
Ninja.
Wow, we're gonna be so hated by black people. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, African community, African American community. I'm just gonna I was gonna shut up before.
Okay.
No, I'm just concentrating. I'm trying to fucking get this shit done. Come on. fucking read.
Mary beat the abomination poking through her belly button with
With the belly.
With the belly.
with a broken bottle of gin. That happened to be next to the toilet for those long tipped and oval office.
Are you joking right now, man?
No, he's not. He's not.
You're just not good at reading?
I don't fucking read.
He doesn't read, dude.
Okay.
He can read. I mean, he's got the
Wait,
basics.
so you can't read like subtitles? and
I
stuff?
can't read out loud. I have the hardest time reading
okay.
because fucking.
Why did you
shit.
want to read? You
Because I just
That's
felt
right.
like being a dumbass on
You
here.
could have just made jokes and
I feel like being the
We're up
jokester.
to
I feel like being
21 fucking minutes. Hury up!
It's not
God
even that
damn.
long. It's like 2 pages of random facts.
Sentence.
I'm
This is
fucking on it. Y'all just gotta shut
Wait,
up.
we're gonna miss a lot. He reads only one more sentence.
Okay. Stay in until we get back to the bathtub at Double D's house. Y'all little vermint.
Vomit. You fucking hate the vomit.
Mary screamed as loud as she could. The same spawn made a noise that seemed to sound like a response to her request. Almost instantly, it crawled back into the hose, leaving a gap hole in her belly.
Gap hole, okay.
Gap
That's good enough.
I didn't know her belly was a store.
That's what I was saying. That's what I was thinking. It's like, fucking, okay, I guess
We're just gonna go back to
Marie.
the gap and
Fucking,
shop at Banana Public.
who was Marie, by the way? That was fucking.
That was the blue-haired chick. No, tanker.
Grow up.
Oh,
We only got like a
yeah.
fucking minute, don't we?
No, I'll check
I don't know why, but I thought it was fucking Ed's sister. That's fucking Sarah. Yeah. I've not. That's how long I haven't watched the TV.
Damn it.
Okay.
Don't do the
Double D's eyes sparkled. As beautiful as this creation may be, it seems Eddy may be choking on his own dong, which is not good. I think. I don't know. I've never tried it. Perhaps I'll give it a whirl someday. But not right now. His face is turning blue. Eddy's face turned a dark blue. His sides heaved as he gasped for smoke-filled air. Ed began to take notice of the situation and grew worried for his pal. Ed is here to help you, Eddy. Don't lose your hope. Ed shrieked.
The way your mouth moved there was like your fucking.
Hey, you gotta roll the toilet paper here because I was gonna blow my nose.
Go shit! Get in there and go do it. Okay. Double D patted his friend on the back. Don't worry, Ed. Don't worry, Ed. I'll have him fixed in no time at all.
Wait.
There's one right there on your
Before you
computer.
continue, why is there toilet paper by your computer?
Why you have toilet paper on your computer stand here?
This is going on the internet.
Why are you unrolling it? You're not taking shit right here. Go to the bathroom.
Fuck you,
People are gonna be like, okay, it's kind of
Will you let me read this fucking story?
Just to let everybody know, we are professionals here.
Maybe,
Haven't noticed.
maybe in a couple years.
Give it a few years.
No animals have been harmed in the making of this footage.
Oh yeah, a lot have, except for Tyler.
Fuck you! I'm masturbating over here.
Listen.
Don't say that.
Oh, excuse me, Marie said impatiently. Giving birth here. He's biting his umbilical cord trying to escape me. I need to get it out of me. Look at my trick, Ed yelled. The gang looked at Ed as his tone sounded urgent. Ed had his butt pushed up to the wall as he pooped. The feces smeared on the wall as he laughed with amusement.
Chocolate starfish.
Is it bad that I can actually see an episode?
That's
of that?
fucking disgusting.
Like, I can see.
Congratulations, Ed. You learned how to poop. Double D said in annoyance.
To how poopy.
Learn to how poop. Yes, let me correct that. To how poop. Because whoever created this is so terrible.
Eat your hat, David.
Eddie all of a sudden coughed up his schlong. "You are quitters," he randomly said, not all knowing what the hell was going on. Marie screamed as the monster in her gut began to punch her in the face and pinch her boob.
Wait, if it's in her gut, how's it punch her in the face with blue?
I don't know. It must have like Slender Man
Doing
arms.
this like fucking pitching it off.
Get the fuck out of here. Get me out of here! The thing in her vagina yelled. Double D reached his shaky hands into her stomach and pulled out a little Ed. Tater tots.
Get your own talks.
What the he choked out?
He actually read that pretty well.
Quit laughing.
Wait, babe, I can explain. Mary stammered at the baby and began to stuck out his foot. Double D looked very hurt. Well, start explaining, you blue-haired whore.
That's gonna be my next accent.
Baby D, there's no need to call me something like that. You know you're my mom.
Mom? Fucking.
Yeah, man. You're my mom.
Wanna play some Pokemon?
You wanna play some Pokemon?
Oh no, frustration. And yeah.
Friction. I think this is giving everybody his answer. I think we're getting a little heated.
Call Liberty Medical today.
Why?
I find this story obese and I am
Oh my goodness. Read it.
Come on, read that last part.
Okay. Eddie yelled from the bathtub, which was quickly filled with a pussy and urine. Putz and urine. Double Dutch bag.
Dutch.
Double Dutch, boy. Boyo.
Oh boy, double Dutch,
Double Dutch bag and going to get double. He began to stare at his foot and paused for a few seconds. And he finished.
Dump it.
God, I fucking hate reading, but I don't like reading.
Okay.
I thought you was gonna do the cowboy accent.
I'm working on it. Whoa, calm down.
Okay. There we go.
I'm working on it. Why does all creation look like ale then? Double D said sadly. Butter toast to feed me. Baby A said as he suckled at Mary's 16. What? The fuck is he? What is she? A fucking pog? Okay, that actually kind of fit with the persona.
That's why you have 6 nipples.
Scrody.
You got 6 gold nipples.
Feed me.
Ed got bold and proceeded to hang horizontally in between the door frame and jiggle his fat. My balls are dangling. Ed giggled. Double D, you must understand, Ed and I had an affair. There, I said it. Mary said as she flicked her nipples to allow them to stiffen for her Ed Spring to suckle. Ugh.
You mustn't wear anything naughty.
I don't know there. Here we go.
Oh God! Oh Jesus! Get the fire water! Oh God! Jesus Christ!
You again it. God again it.
What?
Johnny Esco or whatever, the one who made Battlefield Bread. He made a freaking thing. It's like this preacher talking about gay rights or something like that, or gay men. He's like, I'm again it. You again it. Gouge again. Gouge.
Okay. Double D cannot believe his ears. He looked at Ed, then little Ed, and wondered where he went wrong. Why would she do this to him? It just didn't add up. He was good to her. He did everything she asked him to do. He had feelings for her and had thought she had feelings for him too. His eyes began to well up with tears when he was pulled from his thoughts when he heard a loud splosh.
That was a very tender moment.
Eddie had dropped a deuce in the tub. No, it says loaf. As he recalled what he was thinking before, he was rudely interrupted by Eddie's missile. He heard Ed exclaim something appalling.
Hey, hold on. Before we continue, scroll down. Look at that big photo. Oh, wait, that's Eddie. I want to read that. That's double D right there. Thanks, Jeremy. Read that shit.
Next time, I'd better wear a dong bag, he said confidently.
Okay, what the hell's a dong bag? Like,
I don't know. Maybe it's
Can I
a.
wear a condom? If you wear pants, yes.
Can I wear Kyle? You are having sex at your desk. Where are the other drugs going? Okay. Chills raced up Double D's spine at the thought of Ed's old saggy, lumpy, hairy pocket rocket. He glanced over at Papa Ed, who was smoking a doobie from his butthole. Little Ed did the same. What are we gonna name him, Mary asked.
Where you going? I love you. Okay, this one gonna be a little.
I've been without you, baby.
It's gonna be.
Dude,
Oh my God! There's just so much reading.
Too many Game Girl,
Okay.
JonTron, and Ego Raptor, and fucking.
Joe the script.
I want nothing to do with these shenanigans.
How can you get that word wrong? I told him.
I asked ahead of time.
You fucked up douche, but you got shenanigans.
He asked me what it was ahead of
I
time.
asked ahead of time.
read it. He's
I've
like-
read that.
He was
I
like,
read
what is
the
that
first.
shit? Shenanigans?
I read the first sentence. That was about
Okay,
it.
just keep going.
Why don't you just ask Bung White,
Fat.
Fat Giggle, Ball Ticking Ed over there? Double D yelled.
Damn, dude. That's a mic. What are you trying to do? You fucking trying to make the mic feel bad?
What? What'd you say?
I said you old coot.
They're selling chocolate. Yeah.
Oh, I remember chocolate.
I was hating it.
Shut up.
Okay.
He pulled his pants up and grabbed his notebook and camera and stormed out. Ed looked over at Mary, bloodshot, dazed. He staggered over to her. She's with thrill. He was coming over to hug her and the baby. What a great dad he was going to be. Made eye contact. He sheepishly sleep.
He can seriously just put off to be some redneck hillbilly who has never read 2 sentences. Just roll with it. It's like, just don't worry about him. It's like he's a little lower than a rock.
Well, we gave the same test to a rock and a shovel, and they scored a 12 and a 16. What was wrong with -2? I just told you.
Oh god, I'm dying over here.
Shut up. He sheepishly smiled as Mary went to shuffle her with the fucking
Notice the giant waves of obliterating eardrum and sounds.
We'll have to turn that down.
We may have to.
Mary went to scuffle her shuffle.
Scuffle.
Right the first time.
People are not gonna know what's going on.
Scuffle her hair. He bent over, opened her pants, and threw up
Hey,
inside.
there's the chunky and gooey bit.
What?
I was dreading this moment. I was what?
I was dreading this.
When I read that, I'm like, that can't be good.
Are you talking about puking in a snatch?
No.
That's pretty pretty fucking gross if you ask me.
No, I read this bit. It's chunky and gooey, and that was all I read.
No.
And I'm like, oh, this can't be good.
Chunky.
I had bigger chunks of corn in my crap.
Let's get read. Let's get. We're almost done.
Sorry. The mic.
We're at the
it,
bottom. Then get through the rest.
Okay.
I'll read the rest of it.
I want to read the rest. Come on.
Oh, I'm reading it.
You, Ed.
Fucking read.
What? Fucking you guys keep talking.
What do you think?
Kind of hard to read.
That's
Something
my problem.
as literally incredible as this, without you guys coming in and going, "Oh, read it, please. Please read it for me, master."
This story is 10 out of 10.
I think that was a little racist. I'm sorry.
This is incredible. When was that established?
I don't think you could read sarcasm very well there, buddy.
Just go.
It's super incredible. No.
Okay, go, damn it.
God damn it.
Ew, Ed, Murray screamed. It's chunky and gooey. She put the baby in her arms and began to storm out the bathroom. On her way out, she noticed Ed's old fat dog was dead. Would he have a dog? Okay. Well, then again, there was a bottle of gin. Everybody's puking and shitting, farting, and blunts. Eddie's fucking smoking a blunt out of his doobie hole. I mean, come on. At this point. Okay. Its head was in a bag of rat poison, and its butt was exposed. This is because of you, Ed! Marie yelled, fighting back tears. What? Okay, I think I transferred the whole licking noise to everybody here. I think that's my fault. I'm sorry. She walked up to the dog and shoved her face into its butthole. She suffocated and died. She died doing what she loved.
Rectal sniffing.
She loved the smell of dog bum holes.
In the morning.
In the morning.
At night.
Oh,
Every
and
day, in the morning,
all day, every day.
Jagger,
I don't give a fuck.
Jagger,
Anyway.
Hungry, that crap. Planet.
Just
Fuck that planet.
all right.
All right,
Fuck
continue. You
that
only got 1 second
planet.
left. Go.
All right. Just as you and me, Eddie. Just like earlier. It said dumbly.
Sir.
That was the best laugh I've ever heard in my life.
Thank you. I'm just reddened at the cheeks as you say that.
He placed the baby under sweaty, hairy, crusty man titty and rolled out of the bathroom. Suddenly, though, he stopped in his tracks. He heard a loud splash, and a strong urine smell filled the air. He heard gurgling. Probably just a chicken, Ed said happily and skipped out. Little did he know that his good pal Eddie had just drowned in the bathtub filled to the brim with his pus, crap, and urine.
Okay.
The end.
Thank fucking God. Yeah. It's like I'm happy your childhood has been raped by me. Please come again.
Yeah.
I love you guys.
That's fucking
Okay, well,
Fuck this
that
shit.
was wait. We should have to do a review of it. We should be like, oh well, this is bad.
This
Why?
is not even reviewable.
This is 10 out of 10.
This thing fucking.
Seven. Oh, his girlfriend's total bangable. 7 out of 7.
Right now.
His girlfriend's. No.
Say that shit to New York City.
I give this a rating of 7 out of 10 asses.
7 out of 10.
Okay.
Okay.
Great way to end the video.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Okay, bye,
That's
guys.
enough.
7.